Hello and welcome to Answer Me That on Storm FM. I'm joined today by Whiskey and Becky. Do you want to say hello?
Hi. Do you want to get in there, Becky?
Hello.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. Is this plugged in?
Should be. I can hear you.
Okay, if you can hear me, I'll just take the headphones off. So, I think it's my first time on your show, CJ, because it's brand new and all that.
Yeah, being the second edition, it would be.
Yeah, my first time on your show too. And ours.
Everyone's first time.
Yay.
Everyone's an Answer Me That virgin.
We are.
Yeah. So can we ask you questions? Can you tell us your show? What is
Yeah,
it
cool.
about?
It's our first time. Tell us what we're doing, CJ.
Basically, we have had questions submitted by listeners and random people in South Wales as well who I've nagged to send in questions. Basically, we're going to answer these questions or what you think the answer is going to be, and then I'll give you ones I've actually researched. So hopefully it'll be a good show. Okay, the first question I've had is, what jobs can't you do if you've self-harmed?
That I don't really know that, honestly.
You can do any job. I think it's all about how you feel with yourself. Obviously, if you're going to be, it depends where you've done that.
The harming.
But, yeah, the harming. Or and like how comfortable you feel. So I think it's all about how you feel yourself. A lot of people, it takes years and years to become comfortable, and then they are, and then sometimes they're not. And so you don't want to be in a job where you're gonna have to show those parts. But I think you can do any job. Like, it doesn't affect.
I think I don't want to put a bummer on you, but I think there are some public sector jobs, if you've been involved medically with this, that they may turn you down.
Well, I know
think
the Royal Marines.
Yeah. The military might turn you down just because if you've got a history of self-harming, you become a risk to others and all that. Not that they discriminate, it's more just a safety thing more than anything else.
Yeah. Well, legally you can go into any profession. It does make it more difficult for things like the Army, the RAF, any sector of the military. It also can for the police. It also becomes difficult with things like modelling, because I know someone who's been rejected because they've self-harmed in the past. But on the other hand, they can also cover it up with makeup and shoot from certain angles so it's not seen. And it can actually be an asset if they're doing a certain kind of photography project.
Awesome. So 10 points to us, I reckon.
10 points, yeah.
High five.
Are we going to have a point system?
Oh, I don't know. Well,
We are now, apparently.
I'm not going to be in charge of the points this time.
Yeah, she had too much power last night.
I didn't like it.
I'll be in charge of the points.
Fine,
Ben's in charge.
10 points for this day, then.
Wait, hang on. What if it's just on opinions? We can't be like...
That our opinions were right.
That should be
Fine.
Yeah.
The whole show is basically opinions. It's your opinion on the
Yeah.
question.
What do you think my show was last night?
True. But then, so does that mean Ben gets to choose what opinions he agrees with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Get points.
Ben is God.
That is entirely...
Ben is basically Charles in charge.
Of our lives.
Stop singing.
and
There's not
Charles in charge.
Yeah, well done, Whiskey. I'm proud that you know that.
Of course I know that. So, what we got up next then?
next, we're going to go into some music.
Oh, fantastic. What you got for us, CJ? Come on. Hit me with that ribbon stick.
Oh dear.
With your best shot.
Hit me with your best shot.
Yeah,
That's a lot better.
I think we should take those points off Whiskey.
No.
That was not daytime radio. That was not daytime radio ready. That wasn't.
Ready.
No, he was quoting a very, very
I know,
good song.
but-
It
Isn't
was
that a
not
popular
intended-
song?
It's your mind that
Yeah.
you're putting out.
All right. Okay.
That needs soap and water.
Come on now, children.
You're listening to Answer Me That on Storm FM. Don't forget to send your questions to facebook.com/StormAMT.
Hello and welcome back.
I really like that sweeper, CJ. That's really good, that
It's
is.
pretty cool.
I think,
Thanks. I got a random bloke in America to do it for me.
Oh, that's really cool then.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it a friend or just, like, you say random, literally just like you hired him to make it for you or something?
I just put it on a forum and he said, here you go.
Wow.
You are prepared.
We should use more forums.
I'm actually a really big fan of Busted still, so I really appreciate that that play. Also, my brother said he'd donate an extra £2 if I admitted that on there. So. Yeah.
Good call. Do you like
That
McFly
was
as
so
well?
sneaky.
No, I actually don't. I felt like
You
they
should
were a
listen on
rip-off.
Friday then.
Great.
To Muck Fridays.
Do you do that with McDonald's? Because that would just be amazing.
We don't.
at once.
No, we don't do it with McDonald's now.
Dang.
Should we do some questions then with CJ? I'm sure he's got some fabulous ones for us.
Before we get on to the questions, do you want to give the details where people can donate?
Yeah, I'd love to. We've actually got a hashtag both on Twitter and on Facebook, which is Pride on Storm, via which you can find my WordPress, which has all the details about what I've been doing. I think I've got 3 hours left now, so I've been in for 27 hours. And you can donate via PayPal. My email is psu0d6@stormfm.com. And if you don't know how to do that, then you can also email studio@stormfm.com or text Storm Push message to 60300, and I'll send you all the details. Or if you don't, internet is not a thing that you like, which I'm well aware is for a lot of people, then I'm sure we can arrange some other way of getting the moolah. So, yeah.
You're not like the internet. I
are-
live my life on it.
There are a lot of people who can't figure it out, so,
Parents out there
yeah.
who are like,
Oh,
PayPal,
yeah.
what's that? A friend? No.
Facebook, I've never heard of that.
Facebook?
Just so you know, texts are at standard network rates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. We never really say that, do we?
No.
We probably should.
Yeah, a bit more professional.
Professionalism is probably not my forte.
No.
Debatable.
So what questions do we have?
Okay, our next question, again from South Wales, is where in the world is the clearest water? As in to go swimming in the sea.
In the sea? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm from Cornwall, so I'm biased here.
I'm from Essex.
Not Cornwall.
Yeah, Cornwall.
It's definitely not Cornwall.
Cornwall is amazing.
It's
In
brown.
the world. The
We have-
world.
In the
It's
world.
not brown. And
I'm going to say it's probably the Caribbean or Hawaii, because the Pacific Ocean's quite...
Bora Bora.
Is there even a coast there?
Is that real?
I'd probably say somewhere like in the Mexican Ocean.
probably
You've literally listed
somewhere-
about 5 different places there now, Whiskey.
No, because it's...
It's okay, I've
no,
got a whole
I
list
was
of
trying to
them.
think about it. I'd probably say it's probably the Gulf of Mexico. Just because there's not as much pollution there.
Probably just some tiny little island that you've never heard of.
Yeah, I'll go with that. It
Most
could be
likely.
anywhere. I bet it's like some random place that you wouldn't even think about it, like the Baltic Sea or something.
Yeah.
The River Thames.
The Red
Wow.
Sea.
Southend on Sea. Oh.
Well, I've got
That's our answer.
I got 32 different places written down here.
Well, give us a couple then. 32's a bit many.
Yeah, I'm not going to go through them all.
A bit
I
many.
can't pronounce half of them as well.
Okay.
Told you. Tiny little islands that you've never heard of.
Probably in Polynesia or something.
One of them is the Maldives.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I could see that, yeah.
Bodrum in Turkey.
Turkey, really?
Surprised by that.
Yeah. Very surprised.
Primosten in Croatia.
Again, surprised.
Rio something in Brazil.
Rio de Janeiro.
No, it's...
There are actually a few places that start with Rio in Brazil, actually, isn't there?
There's a film about birds called Rio, also.
Have you seen the sequel yet?
No.
It's good.
Cayacoco in Cuba.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds awesome.
Sounds like a George
I've heard of
Michael song.
Cuba, does that count? I've heard of Cuba, does that count?
Yeah,
We've all
it
heard of
counts.
Cuba.
Lake Tahoe.
Oh,
Heard
really?
of that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not really an ocean, though, is it? Because Lake Tahoe is a lake.
Yeah, but it's Google for you. Corfu, Greece.
I know that one, yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that was...
I'd say that's
I
pretty
thought it'd be
clear. 'cause it's-
infected with tourists.
Yeah, but it's still clear water. It's Mediterranean and that.
Yeah, I guess.
And the last one I'm going to say is Playa Bianca in Colombia.
So, like, wherever you live, you're pretty much not too far from somewhere that you could go for a nice swim, nice day out.
You get there in the time that it's taken you to do this entire radio show.
That is very true.
That's definitely
was
true. You
thinking
can get
about-
anywhere in the
Could get
world.
there and
right now,
back.
so.
As long as you excuse, getting through the airport and...
I'm going to
Baggage.
Canada in June, and it's taken me 8 hours flight. And I'm thinking, like, oh, how am I going to sit still for 8 hours? But I'm sorted now.
You can just
Yeah.
pretend you're on radio.
Yeah, just be like, welcome to Mishmash Mondays.
Person next just like... It's crazy.
The cabin crew just talking to the marshal. Keep an eye on that one.
Or I could do the cabin crew announcements in flight radio.
I think you should do a reenactment of War of the Worlds.
No.
Definitely not.
That'd be hilarious, though.
It's bad enough with the zombie apocalypse outside.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Don't tell her it's not, because it's definitely a zombie.
Definitely is. I had to run here.
Yeah.
All actually zombies right now.
Don't actually, seriously, I don't believe in zombies, but they're my biggest fear. I'm not joking. Because it's an irrational fear.
This morning, Becky mistook me for a zombie and screamed.
Did you groan, by the way?
No, I didn't. I just sat put upright.
And I swore so loud. And so, like...
Did you apologise?
Yeah, I did the PC at StormFM.com.
Where is that?
It's been pulled
Behind
down
the
because it's
flag.
been used
No.
that much this
Yeah.
couple of days.
No, I only didn't like 2. 3.
You're tired, though. It's excusable.
Yeah.
And when it's in the small hours as well, I'm pretty sure you get away with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
More questions.
There
then.
it is.
There you go.
Give us more questions. I'm eager. Give me some
Beaver.
philosophy.
Okay, one more question, then we'll go on to some more music. This question was actually submitted by my personal tutor.
Ooh.
And it's a bit of a strange one, because she is a bit strange, and that's why we all love her.
Is she listening? Is she hearing you say that?
Hopefully she's listening.
Mark him down.
No, she's lovely. The question is, how many chickens are there in the world?
Wait, I know how many sheep are in Wales. Does that count?
Not really, it's not a chicken.
Wrong species, wrong area.
Chickens in the world.
Yeah,
In the wild.
world.
World.
In the wild.
I'm going to go with 10 billion.
Nope,
No, I'm gonna go with 1.5 billion.
nope.
There's definitely more chickens than
I'm going
people.
to go with a nice 1 to 100 million. I don't know.
Any other guesses?
I'm going to go 3 billion.
Okay, it's probably got to go to whiskey. It's 21 billion.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I knew there was more chicken than people. I mean, how many chickens do you eat a day?
None. I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, what, 2?
You eat 2 chickens a day?
If I could, I would.
Chicken.
Someone was telling me that
I eat an entire chicken most days.
their friend has chickens. Each of them are called like pig. Like each of the chickens, it's something weird like that. They're all called pig.
Well, my niece called a duck Little Fluffy.
See, that's adorable. Not pig. Like she has like several chickens and they're all called pig.
And I want a farm and I want to call all the animals the wrong names.
Yeah.
I want
So
alpacas.
annoying.
Yeah.
I want to call my alpacas
Come on,
newts.
children, come visit the farm.
This is newts.
Sheep come out.
Here are the lions. Here comes the dog.
This is my cat. It's a zebra.
If you have a zebra in your farm, I want to come visit.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive.
People eat zebra meat, so why not?
Here's the hamster. Out comes the hippopotamus.
What?
Or a pig.
Hippopotamuses are vicious.
Not
No,
pigs.
only if you're between them and water. In the wild. And have you not seen that there is a documentary about a people that have adopted a baby hippopotamus and it stays at home with them and it's adorable.
Yeah, it's actually really adorable. But it's like a pygmy.
hippo?
Yeah, pygmy hippo.
When I was watching the Olympics, you're like, oh yes, this person's very fast swimming. Apparently they learnt to swim swimming away from a hippopotamus to stay alive. And I was just like, that would make me swim pretty fast too, yeah.
Although, you know, there's that joke about Michael Phelps being so fast there's no point in putting him against human beings. So we might as well put a shark in the pool and just go.
My mum's just corrected me. The duck was called Little Fasty.
Oh. Was it fast or slow?
It's quite fast.
I
I wouldn't
suppose
want to
that
go
makes sense.
chasing it.
No.
Anyway, we're going to go on to some more music now. Seems we've chatted for quite a while.
Oh well, it's all the whole point of the show, isn't it?
Well, to answer questions, yeah. But we sort of gone off topic.
It's banter.
Ew, I hate that word.
It's what happens when whiskey's about.
Lots of things happen.
Get in touch with Storm now. Go to stormfm.com and fill in the nifty little form.
Do we have any other questions?
Yeah, our next question is about the etymology of sleep tight. Where does it come from?
What does etymology mean?
Like
The meaning of
origin
the word,
meaning.
the origin.
Is it when they used to tuck people, like if you'd have a
No, I'm shaking my head because it terrifies me. Carry on.
when you'd have a partner around, say like if you were, yeah, and then the father would like tuck them into the bed, they'd sew them into the bed or something.
They wouldn't sew them in,
Oh, I heard that.
have they? I know that when you're a baby, you you wrap babies really tight so that they can't
Roll
move their
over.
arms, yeah.
Swaddle.
So I know that they get
That's
they look
probably-
like they're
that's
wrapped
probably
in
more
a
likely, yeah.
Yeah.
bandage.
Well, I think.
I wanted to come up with a really ridiculous answer, like it came from mountain climbing, so you would hold on tight and not fall off.
It could be something to do with trees.
Like Hunger
Yeah.
Games style, Katniss had to sleep
Yeah.
pretty tight.
She did, yeah.
It's nothing to do with trees, I can assure you that.
Oh, well, that's boring. Did you have an actual answer for us then?
Yeah, I've actually got 2 because no one actually knows where it comes from.
Okay.
There's no definitive answer. So the one answer I've got is in olden days they used to thatch rope and put the mattress on top. So it was about the tightening of the rope on the bed. So it'd be tight for when you go to sleep.
Oh.
So sleepy time bondage.
No, nothing like that.
No.
I don't
Get your mind out the
understand.
gutter.
I'll get that soap soon.
Oh,
It's daytime radio, remember?
Parents are listening.
that's true.
Possibly.
No, they are.
Oh,
They
okay.
are.
for
They
a fact,
definitely
yes.
are.
The other meaning is from about 1898, and it basically is sleep tight, meant to sleep well.
Okay.
So tight just used to mean sleeping well.
It's like,
I like how
you're
you're from around 1898 and you gave a specific date.
Yeah, it's like, boom, history.
It's like when you're talking to your mate and you're like, oh yeah, we're tight. We're tight. We're good.
Yeah.
Well, my
Oh,
dad,
well, Ty Alex.
my dad did explain this show last week as QA for the radio. So
Yeah, that's
Oh. That's
your
quite
weekly
good.
source for useless information.
Yay!
Get in Stephen Fry as a guest.
I bloody wish. Who's got his number?
actually, let me just give him a ring.
Becky's personal
Cheers.
friends.
We'll go for a break.
We all have each other's number if we're part of the gay agenda, you see.
Homo schedule.
Yes.
Okay.
My English teacher actually went to university with Stephen Fry.
That's
Fun
pretty cool.
fact. Fact of the day.
Have they got his number?
I doubt it. Apparently, he was really bad at his Shakespeare module. Second fact of the day.
Doesn't surprise me. He's actually a fellow of Cardiff University and he's done adverts for their
Yeah.
students' union.
You know, when I'm
Charlie
probably
is
going to
so
get
cool,
sued by Stephen Fry being like, I wasn't bad at Shakespeare, I swear. I just had a bad month.
Disclaimer, it was all Becky.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mr. Taylor. So, yeah.
Go on, here's another question.
Okay, our next question is about smoking. So, if a smoker goes into a coma for long enough, will they not need a cigarette when they come out of their coma?
No, they do need it when they come out of the coma.
Why?
Because they don't realise.
Well, I guess, but wouldn't the chemical addiction be gone though?
Yeah, so there's different. There's under the addiction umbrella you have psychological and physiological. So the physiological addiction might be gone, but the psychological addiction wouldn't be. So they'd still need a cigarette, but it would be probably an easier time to come off, except for the stress, the fact that they'd be really stressed about the fact that they just
been
come
in
out of
a
a
coma.
coma.
So
Yeah.
in the sense that the body's got over the addiction, but the mind hasn't.
Yeah.
Because they've been in a coma.
I know someone who's in a coma, and the first thing they said when they woke up was like, "Can I have a fag?" So,
Oh, so yeah, you definitely know then.
Yeah. Well, physiologically, it takes about 8 days to get nicotine out of your body. So the answer is, after 8 days, physiologically, they won't need it, but psychologically, they still might. Because I know plenty of people who only smoke when they're drunk. Get drunk and like, oh, give me a fag. And it's like, you don't smoke?
Only cigars when it's New Year's Eve.
My flatmate smokes only cigars.
That's so fancy.
I know a guy who smokes only a pipe and reads Chaps magazine. What magazine for chaps?
chaps. I have not heard that word for years.
Well, he reads the magazine that's for chaps.
Awesome. Is he a cowboy? Please say he's a cowboy.
No, he always wears tweed and he has a very, very proper accent.
See, now I'm really just imagining a really fancy cowboy.
No, and imagine like someone who, imagine if you saw a 70-year-old man who was a bit, chaps. He's a chap. It's a bit like that, but only at the age of 18.
So he's a posh old man in a young person's body.
Yeah, that's a pretty good. I hope he's not listening now.
It's okay, one of my flatmates has been trying to set up a PayPal account because he's absolutely useless with technology. First thing he wants to buy is the Gandalf pipe.
I can understand that, yeah.
I've never seen The Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings.
Either of them.
Either of them, yeah. No, none of them.
You'll have to educate yourself at some point.
You watch it at least every year.
Yeah, no. Or no Star Trek, so...
I know them.
Well, you've done a radio marathon. Next is your Lord of the Rings one.
Yeah, I think I'd probably find it easier to sit through a radio marathon than that.
More than likely.
Yeah.
They are 4 hours a piece, so...
It depends on whether or not you're watching the extended editions or not.
And let's be honest, you need to watch the extended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whether you like
but
that
there's
sort
extra
of thing.
walking scenes.
Love a bit of extra walking scenes.
Crucial.
Yeah.
I love their gates, the way they...
They open.
Do you like
A gate, like, as in...
Oh, walking
yeah,
gate.
Yeah, like...
Okay.
I don't understand.
No,
That's your gates.
It's just the way you walk.
yeah.
See, that's your gate.
I feel like we may have gone off tangent.
We've got off the tangent a bit.
Just a little bit.
I think I was just propositioning Alex now. I'm just gonna...
Or even your
Flashing
leg.
me.
Sounds even worse where you're squeaking your chair.
So yeah, people can't see what on radio. Remember?
I know. I keep thinking I'm back on TV.
They're all missing your face.
Been on TV, have you?
No.
Alright.
Carol is though, our
No, I
old
know.
station manager.
She's doing a show about student radio, isn't she?
Yeah.
Indeed.
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
Although she dresses like a small child, schoolgirl.
That's because
Right,
that's what
before
she's
we
paid.
go any further, let's go on to our next question, which is a really weird one.
Oh, I like weird.
Okay.
If you tied buttered toast to the back of a cat, butter side down, and dropped it from a height, what would happen?
The cat would continually spin in a paradox.
Yes, I've had
Wait,
this
what?
one as well.
Right. It's the
Because butter always lands butter side down, but cats always land on their feet.
Oh my god.
That's mine's just been blown.
I
Mine
think-
actually just exploded.
The cat would just
more you
land
know.
on its feet. That's what would happen.
And I reckon that it would fall into a box and become Schrodinger's cat.
You mean a box filled with poison that could fall at any time?
Yeah.
I reckon it just never stopped spinning. It would never
One
reach the
dizzy
ground.
cat.
Yeah. No, the cat's more likely to land on its feet because it's stronger than a piece of toast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Theoretically.
A cat landing on its feet is the gravity, which is what the butter is.
I think it also...
Because that side the bread would be
It's heavier.
slightly heavier. The cat lands on its feet because it's like natural.
I think it also depends on exactly how you tie the toast to the cat, because if you tie it around its legs, it's a bit, well...
Yeah, yeah.
Not gonna work so well.
If you tie it to its back, over its belly, that's how we're talking about it.
I don't know.
I'm really uncomfortable for a cat, honestly. This sounds really cruel.
Yeah.
It's like those pictures with
It
cats
is.
with their heads through bread. It's just really weird.
If
Breading.
we tied it with you,
Huh?
if we tied some toast around your stomach, what would happen?
Dropped you off a building.
It would
I'm
hurt.
going to go with that. I'd probably break my legs and
No,
the toast
you'd
would
get
fall
halfway
off.
through and be like, toast, and then eat it, and then be like, oh no, and then fall.
But because you...
My legs.
What's the answer?
It's the cat.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, theoretically, the cat would land on its feet because they can twist in midair. Whereas,
Science. It's always theoretically.
whereas a toast only has mythical powers to land butter side down.
No, it doesn't. It's gravity. It's the fact that it's
Definitely
heavier.
gravity.
Let's not talk
The laws of motion.
Well, let's get some toast and try it.
I,
Not with a cat.
I remember watching this on Blue Peter. It's definitely butter side down. Blue Peter taught me this.
yes, because that side of the bread is heavier, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Just nobody attach a cat to your toast, please.
Yeah,
Just a
otherwise-
disclaimer.
Yeah,
It's a
PCA,
waste of toast.
RSPCA.
It's a waste of toast, mate.
I know, it gets so furry.
Super furry animals.
Oh.
You're listening to Answer Me That on Storm FM. Don't forget to send your questions to facebook.com/StormAMT.
I'm still loving that intro. It's amazing. It's so good.
It is really cool.
I'm hoping to get another one done with a female voice. I have put it out there and just waiting for a response.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Keep it mixing up.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a method to pick things up.
I just want lots of cool sounds for the show. Make
Should we
it
get another question in then?
sound professional.
I wanna answer more stuff.
Okay, the next question is another weird one. And it goes to Sesame Street.
Sesame Street?
Yeah. I think it's Sesame Street with Oscar the Grouch.
Oh yeah, I know Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah.
Lives in a dumpster.
Yeah. So, why did he change colour?
changed colour?
Yep.
From what to what?
Originally, he was orange.
Was it so because green is a more stereotypically grimy colour, so he needs to look more grimy? I don't know. I'm really coming up with like...
Did he get covered in spinach?
But that does make him really strong, though.
Turn him into Popeye Jr.
Yeah.
That's a really odd one, yeah. The poppet got lost and they ran out of orange, maybe?
I have no idea. Anyone else got any ideas?
Literally none. Sorry.
It's as simple as it was an aesthetic choice by Jim Henson.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he does like green.
Pointing.
I know, all those theories you could come up with for the change of colour. Nothing to do with spinach or paint.
Oh, but I just want more
He just
Popeye
thought
now.
it was pretty.
Come on then, hit me with another question. I'm raring to go.
Okay, has there ever been a day without news?
There must have been.
Yeah, there was one day. I'm sure the BBC said there was no news. I'm sure.
There's no news today.
No, I think there was a day. I don't know whether this is in a movie or not. I'm not sure. I'm sure they said the BBC was like there was no news.
The movie, the day with no news. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. You're
There's
gonna
no
eat your
news.
words if I'm right. You will eat your words.
CJ's probably got the answer for us.
Well, yeah,
What
I
is the
wouldn't
answer?
ask you otherwise.
Go on, what's the answer?
There was no news on Good Friday of 1930.
Wait a minute, Whiskey. Wait. Am I right? I'm right.
Yeah, I'm glad you're surprised.
He's just eating it up now because you sounded surprised.
Ah, bubbles!
For those of you who can't see, Becky just
Yeah.
blew bubbles at Whiskey.
I did. As you may well have guessed.
Bubbled me.
What are you bubbling about?
Nice pun.
Very punny. Okay.
All this tiredness, it's just reducing Becky's comedy centre.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
But it's her birthday, so,
Yep.
we can forgive her.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
For a very tired Becky, I have a special question.
Oh, yay. I think.
Counting. Don't make it counting.
Counting in
Count to
Welsh.
10.
Something.
10. Something. 1.
Yeah.
Now do it in Welsh.
Un, dau, tri, pedwar, pump, chwech, saith, wyth, naw, deg.
You swear to the steal words.
Can do it in Japanese too if you want.
I'm alright, thanks.
Can barely do it in English.
Should we actually do the question then? 'Cause I'm guessing it wasn't count to 10.
No. Our question is, why is yawning contagious?
Why is what contagious, sorry?
Yawning.
Answer.
I
Well,
have.
tell me the answer and you can say it.
Whisper quick, Beth.
It's because I feel weird whispering it.
Oh, we'll just say it. Go
Right,
on.
this is actually Becky. Apparently, we've got very similar voices, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Becky's actually saying this, not me. Is it because when you yawn and someone else sees you, then your brain thinks that it's run out of oxygen, so therefore it needs to yawn, and it's like panics, and it's like, oh god, I need to do that too. So then
That makes sort of sense, yeah.
Alright.
Like, almost like a survival instinct.
Yeah, maybe, kinda.
But isn't yawning a yeast deficiency?
No. It's an oxygen deficiency.
Yawning?
Yeah.
I thought that was hiccups. That's oxygen.
Yeah.
No, hiccups is a spasm.
Yeah, it's an involuntary movement of the esophagus.
I knew that.
Yeah.
So
no,
what's
you-
the answer?
There are a few answers here. The first one is the brain cooling theory says that when we continuously yawn, we are participating in an ancient hardwired ritual to help us stay alert and detect danger.
That's
Did not know that.
interesting. Stop it. No, don't stop. Everyone's trying to yawn now. I refuse to participate.
It's going to happen now, though. You can feel it. You can feel it.
Another theory by Dr. Gordon Gallup is yawning is triggered by empathetic mechanism which functions to maintain group vigilance.
Okay.
That's quite interesting.
That is quite interesting. But that must apply to a lot of other things other than yawning as well, then.
Yeah, it's basically communication without talking.
So dancing then. Dancing.
Stop saying dancing.
She just wants to dance.
I really don't.
Dancing Queen.
No, don't do that.
Just have to wait. It's
Becky's favourite song, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's embarrassing.
Another theory is yawning distributes a chemical called surfactant. I think that's where it says. A gooey liquid that coats the tiny air pockets in the lungs and helps to keep them open. It also stretches the muscles and joints and increases the heart rate.
Oh.
That sounds good. Although when I yawn, I get spasms with my jaw and my jaw locks, so...
Can I have a science degree now?
Science!
We'll write you up.
We'll go and get you a
Yeah.
lab coat.
Yay! I've always wanted one.
And apparently paratroopers report yawning before they jump, and that's according to Robert Provine in the University of Maryland.
Huh.
Another
Plenty of oxygen before you fall out of plane.
Another theory suggests that continuous yawning might have helped early humans communicate in their alertness level and coordinate sleeping times.
Wow. Like a clock.
You did it to me. Ben's making me yawn now.
Another one is it's...
I swear you're just trying to sabotage Becky.
I know, I'm so desperately trying to stay awake.
You've got 2 hours left,
I know, I can do
2
it.
hours. That is nothing.
Another
Wow.
one is people would communicate their alertness by yawning to each other.
I'm alert.
Yeah, but isn't that like the anti-alert? Because it's like, "Ugh, I'm so tired. Go away.
Well, you yawn to keep yourself up, theoretically.
Yeah, maybe I should succumb to the yawning then. But now I don't feel like I need to do it.
Also, I watched an interview the other day with Morgan Freeman, and he attributes his deep seductive voice to yawning.
Really?
Oh,
So-
I've got to yawn now then.
None of us are tired, we're just trying to sound seductive.
Yeah, that's exactly it, actually.
I mean, Morgan Freeman is like God.
Well, he played God several times.
No, you don't. He is God.
Well, like, as if he listens to his voice and then goes, that's seductive.
Yeah, he does.
I really hope he does do that, Rory.
I bet his alarm is
Was it
You are
for the Lego
extra
movie? Wasn't there a whole
sexy
thing about we don't need anyone else? We'll have Morgan Freeman read the phone book.
Yeah.
It's like 152548. JD Morgan. That's sweet. That's sweet molasses.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the music before things get any weirder.
Well, I want more sweet molasses.
And that's also the end of our show, so we hope you've enjoyed listening, and if you haven't, you tuned in anyway, so it's your own fault.
Donate to Becky.
Yay!
And now it's back to Becky, so enjoy.
Thank you.